Sheila, the Loveland Stage Company takes us back in time for a hilarious musical. The Drowsy Chaperone is a parody of a 1920s American musical comedy production. Here to tell us more about the big show, Christina Siciliano, who plays the Drowsy Chaperone, and Tom Morris, who plays Aldolpho. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I was just saying, as we were waiting to start the interview, that this is one of those shows where I've heard of the show, I feel like I know the show, but I've never seen the show. So tell people a little bit about it in case they've heard the name before but don't really know the show.
Well, the show kind of involves a man in New York listening to a show he grew up with on record.
Yeah.
So as he's listening to it, the show comes alive in his apartment, and you really kind of see how he imagines the show, and so it's kind of a musical and a comedy, they say.
Okay, so is it where he becomes part of the show, or do the people from the show become part of his life?
I think we're always part of his life, but we don't really interact.
Okay.
So we're his imagination.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're putting something together like this, we're in the middle of Tech Week. You guys getting ready to go up and start the show. You starting to feel the pressure? You guys ready to go? What's it feel like right now?
It's thankfully been a really good run. We have a very talented cast. It's exceeding, I think, all of our expectations even. So it's been a lot of fun watching it come together, and definitely think we'll be ready to put on a good show this Friday. How
often do you guys do shows around town? How often are you out doing a show?
I do a lot of things behind stage. I do hair and makeup. I directed the kids show at Loveland last summer.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really great time. So this is actually only my third show since being in high school.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, but one of the most impressive things about our area, we have a lot of really impressive professional theaters, and then we have just a wonderful community of community theaters as well. Loveland Stage Company, one of them, Drama Workshop, another, Footlighters, all these different companies. It's amazing how people love theater in this area.
Oh yeah, it's the talent level around here. When I first moved to Cincinnati, was just unbelievable to see. You're right, there's so many companies, so many very talented people performing in the area. So if you ever get a chance to come out to the local shows, you will not be disappointed.
Okay, so if people are thinking about coming to this show, what's gonna be the hook for them? Are they just gonna? I mean, is it just hilarious the whole time? Is it kind of a thinking man's comedy? Describe it to me that way a little bit.
I think it's absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. I think the hardest thing for us on stage is to not laugh at each other.
Really? Okay.
It is that funny. I mean, there are times where you just. Luckily, we don't have an audience because we just lose it constantly.
I love that.
It's hysterical. It's a funny way of thinking about. You don't have to go in thinking. You can just go in and enjoy what you see on stage. Chaperone is, I basically get to play a drunk lady on stage the entire time. It is the best because it's set in Prohibition, and so drowsy meant drunk back in 1928.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm the drunk lady.
I love that. I love that. And I like anything I don't have to go in thinking.
Yes.
That's always a plus in my book. All right, guys, give me the details. When do you open? How do we get tickets? All that kind of stuff.
All right, so the show opens this Friday. We run March 1st through the 17th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The show times are 7:30 on Friday, Saturday, 3 on Sunday. We're located at 111 South 2nd Street downtown in Loveland, so if you come across the bridge, we're right there.
Awesome.
And
yeah, plenty of things to do before and after the show also.
Get something to eat, all that kind of good stuff while you're in Loveland. All right, Chris, Tom, thank you both for coming in.
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it. Break a leg. Have fun with the show.
Thank you.
All right, it's 8:51. Let's get a look at the forecast.